Hello everybody, it's Marion. Welcome back to Team Word. I love music, like, so much. I have a massive poster of Phoebe Bridgers right there, and I have a poster of Simon and Garfunkel. If you know who they are, I will love you forever. But I love music a lot, and I often found that I just wanted to listen to folk music or indie bedroom pop, but like Christian version with like Christian lyrics. And I never really knew where to find them. You know, when most people think of Christian music, they think of the stuff that you hear on the Christian radio station, which is like Casting Crowns, Mercy Me, and like Colton Dixon. And then you have the stuff that they play for worship on Sunday morning, which is more Hillsong and Bethel music, and then like obviously hymns are just like somewhere in the midst of all that. And while there isn't anything wrong with that, I took it upon myself to find really great, totally underrated Christian artists that have that type of music that doesn't have that generic Christian music sound to them. So I've compiled them all here in this video, and I'm going to show you. No gatekeeping here. So let's begin. Beginning with John Lucas. He was the first Christian artist that I found that had very different sounding music from generic Christian sounding music, like I just said. And when I heard him, I was like, oh my goodness, this is so good. This doesn't sound like Matt Redman. So his name is John Lucas. I can't remember if I said that or not, but he has really soft, beautiful folk songs with super beautiful, intimate, meaningful lyrics. It's super acoustic, and I love his music so much. It really is so good. He has a lot of songs inspired off of chapters in the Psalms, and I cannot recommend him more. Such good music. Okay, next up we have a band called Lady. If you are familiar with the band called Lonnie, I think that's how you pronounce it, and Hillsong, you're gonna love their music because their songs are just like a combination of the two, and it's so great. Lots of indie sounding songs. Okay, next is Tina Boonstra. She has mainly indie songs. Some of them are leaning a little bit more towards rock, which I really like. Lots of feel-good, upbeat songs, great Christian morals, and she has such a good voice. Okay, next we have Lovekin. He has lots of calm, soft, acoustic sounding songs, and lots of songs where the piano is kind of like the main focal point of the song, which gives it a very traditional song, kind of as a nod to hymns of the past. But then he also has some fun, folky guitar songs that are a little bit more upbeat, so he has some variety. Okay, now Josh Garrels. My mom, if you're watching this, you're gonna make fun of me. I like Josh Garrels, she just overplayed it, but he has incredibly folky, like his music is literally the definition of folk. Such a great, rich, deep voice, and his lyrics are just so good. I totally recommend if you're into the super rugged folk sounds. Of the Land is next. Can I just say, that's like the coolest name for your band, like Of the Land. Like, that's so cool. Anyhow, their music is great for deep, powerful worship with super deep lyrics, and I highly recommend you go on their website, because for a lot of their songs you can read about them breaking down what each lyric means and what brought them, or what led them to creating these songs, and you can really get firsthand insight on what these songs are like and what the lyrics mean, which I really like, and it makes this song so much interesting. Okay, next, Taylor Armstrong. His genre is folk, very outdoorsy, hiking sounding vibes. I actually added one of his songs to one of my many hiking themed playlists, because there's a lot, and I didn't have any idea like who he was. I never listened to his music before. I just found that one song and I really liked it, and then I was listening to it a little bit later and I was like, hang on a second, like these are like Christian lyrics. Like, this sounds like it's about God. And then I looked into it and I was like, oh my goodness, he's Christian. That's so cool. But highly recommend him. Okay, Allie Page is next. Probably one of my favorite artists on this entire list. Oh man, her voice and her music style is so good. Her songs have such a great, effortless, and natural sound. A very pretty, soft sounds with kind of an indie vibe to them. And just overall really great bops. Okay, Ben Potter, love him. He has mostly like lo-fi songs. He has some like upbeat lo-fi and then a bit of calmer like chill songs. But I really like his music for being productive, doing school and cleaning, things like that. And just really nice if you want great background music for, like I said, being productive. With like Christian morals and lyrics. Okay, Emily Weiss or Weiss? I don't know. I think I'm saying that right, Weiss. But her music is it's kind of like indie pop or like bedroom pop, but more calmer and toned down, if that makes sense. Also, like, I'm really bad at describing music, so honestly, just go listen to these people's music because like I'm really bad at describing them. But yeah, that's kind of the best way I could describe her music. Okay, Daniel Callahan, he has a pretty great array of music. His songs for like deep worship and devotions are so good. And then he also has some indie pop songs that are really upbeat and super fun to listen to. Okay, Antoine Bradford is next. His music style is mostly acoustic soul. Tiny hints of like R&B here and there. But his music is really great to listen to, just easy stuff to listen to as you go about your day. In his lyrics, he mostly talks about the struggles that we still have as Christians, like anxiety and depression and sin, which I really like that honesty because I do feel like it isn't as talked about and as made known as it could be. That's like a totally a different discussion for another day, but yeah, he really writes about that, which I really like. Okay, Ryan Ellis is next. He has written songs for Natalie Grant, Matt Redman, and Chris Tomlin, and a bunch of other really big names in the Christian music industry, which is so cool. He has a really wide array of music, really great songs for worship and devotions, but some super fun, upbeat songs that could totally be played at the beginning of a youth conference or something like that. Like, so fun. Jake James, his songs are mostly ambient, R&B, and melodic hip-hop, which give off like major chill summer vibes. Charlene Nash is a fellow Canadian, so she gets bonus points for that. But she has super cool R&B, techno songs, sometimes a bit of lo-fi. Tehillah Worship, this is my church's band actually, but they have, oh man, such good music for youth conferences and really fun upbeat songs that are great to dance to and for mosh pit, and then we also have like, oh my goodness, such good worship songs. We play these a lot for Sunday morning at our church, and they're so good, and like I highly recommend you check them out. So okay, Sarah Gross, this is our second to last recommendation. I admire her music so much. She takes traditional hymns and making it sound like a completely different song by adding all different instruments and things like that, and she has, oh my, like a beautiful voice. I really like when people can take a song that we've heard so many times and just seems to be the most basic of basic, like a hymn, and create it into such a beautiful sounding song that's completely different from how we have heard it before. Okay, and finally, our last one. I feel like she's more well known than the other people on this list, but it's J.J. Heller. If you haven't heard her music, you need to go listen to it right now. It's so beautiful. Her lyrics are just really, really incredible, and lots of her songs are more on the soft side, but she also has a very calm, quiet voice, which gives that effect. So those are all the artists that I have to share. I hope you liked this video, and I really encourage you to go listen to their music, add their songs to your playlist and just support these artists. It's really, really cool what they're doing, creating such good music like this, but with still having Christian morals and lyrics. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.